Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Now what we've got here is another project that's going to be on the channel. This one's going to be just as much in depth as the Plymouth. What we got here is a 1980 Corolla. Now I acquired this here from my brother. It has a lot of good parts on it, but it's going to still need a lot. We've already got from the previous owner, from my brother, got the Sparco steering wheel. Detachable. Made sure I got a nice shifter knob from my buddy Freddie. That right there keeps it to where your hands don't, like, it doesn't get hot at all. It's a special material. So
5-speed?
5-speed. That was added as well. This was an automatic car. What we got is a 15-inch 15x8 rim. That's a Rota. Not really ideal for Toyotas, but you know, it is what it is. Nice and wide. I put on the exhaust. It's just a turbo muffler, but straight pipe, 2 1/4 all the way down. Right now it's got the stock motor in it, which is the 3TC.
You have a traction bar back there?
Got the T3 traction bar. So this car sits on all T3 suspension. The previous owner put on the T3. It's got the T3 coilovers. It has cross-drilled rotors. Now the guy who owned it before my brother welded the diff. Not a fan at all. Terrible idea. I would never weld the diff. But if you're in a pinch, I guess, and you want to drift, that's the way to do it. Also, let's see what has been done to it. Before this video, I put a header on it. I put a brand new 38 carb on it.
Get in the picture. I want to show the size of this car.
Get in the picture?
Yeah, get over here. Let's look how small this car actually is.
I'm 6'3", okay? My wingspan is a tiny car. But fun fact, me and my brother are 6'3". We both fit in the back seat with room to spare in the head, which is crazy.
That's wild.
It's also got the sick-ass back windows that actually come out.
Yeah, the glass is in pretty good shape. Glass
is in good shape. I'm pretty impressed about that. The front seats are hammered, but I got racing seats that we need to make a bracket for.
Yes, sir.
Another thing that is nice is the back seat is still nice and intact. There's no tears on that. So once we put in those racing seats, you'll never know. It's pretty decent.
A little back seat action.
The headliner is decent. Everything's really nice.
Enough space for you and the missus to jump back there.
You could fit in there and get a little ride action.
All right, let's check out the engine bay.
Inside the hood, like I said, it's a stock 3TC. I did paint the valve cover. I also, like I said, put a new 38 carb. It seems to like that a lot more. I mean, the 32, 36 Weber wasn't really giving you the power that you wanted. Took out a lot of smog stuff in this as well. You're seeing the T3 coilover caps on top. That's the header that I got on there. I'm trying not to put too much money into this motor because eventually we're going to switch this motor. Not really sure which one, just because I want a little more power. I know I can get it out of the 3TC, but I'm really not interested in rebuilding this 3TC.
So what's the plan for this car? What upgrades are we gonna do to this little car?
So this one's probably gonna get brand new motor. What's great about these older 5-speed transmissions is that for years they made the same bell housing. So we'll be able to put a newer style, maybe a 20 valve motor on it. I'm looking at the black tops. I'm gonna see because I want to go naturally aspirated just because of the road racing I want to do with this car. Now I'm gonna have to get a new air dam because the guy who put the air dam on used wood screws, and it's the cheapest one I've ever seen in my life.
Got a couple screws holding it on.
No big deal.
No problem. And we're missing a bumper.
There is no bumper. My brother stored the bumpers in a terrible way.
Aerodynamics.
We are not aerodynamically friendly right now. But it's keeping everything cool. The air conditioning actually still works in this car, which is really nice, so I kept that.
We may paint it, right?
We are gonna have to paint it because...
A little damage? Is there damage on it?
It's got some damage here and there. I'm not sure who owned this car before.
Oh, I saw some on the front fender.
Front fender has a little bit of damage there. Also, all the pinch welds underneath we're gonna have to massage out because the person who owned it before said fuck the body and just raised it up on the pinch welds on everything. So we're gonna massage those out, get everything nice.
Is it a unibody car?
This is a unibody car. Also, what's crazy is that I don't know what kind of paint they use, but the top is absolutely smoked. So we're putting a Japanese flag on top. No.
Boom. No. That would be sick. Japanese represent.
We're gonna go back to the stock silver, so it'll make it easier on the repaint. But I also, I mean, just, you know, did some painting onto the drums, did everything kind of my touch, what I like.
Well, what size rim are they? Did
these
you say
are 15 by 8.
15 by 8. A little,
Yeah.
It's very wide.
It's a very wide rim.
Look at the profile of that. That thing is very wide.
And I really do like the suspension because it's all adjustable coilovers across the whole car right now.
I like my rims like I like my women's asses. Wide.
Little wide. Now the front sits a lot better. I mean, I really do like how the tire hugs right inside the fender well. I also did put a tack gauge on it. I tried to make it look as stock as possible. And as soon as you turn on the lights, then you can see the tack gauge. I like the smoke look during the day. Other than that, I mean, this car is a good runner. Everything runs on it, everything works. She's got a good sound. I think if I were to have kept this 3TC, I would have probably turboed it. But in this aspect, I don't know how good it would be on an autocross, you know, having a turbo. I mean, I don't want too much lag. I'd rather have, you know, more compression.
So the goal is to get the car in a reliable condition to race it around a track?
That's it, dude. Just try to, this is gonna be the track car of the channel.
Dude, imagine throwing some GoPros on this and whipping it around. Woo.
I mean, right now, it does probably have 100 horsepower, which it doesn't sound like a lot, but for how small the car is, it's great. I've done a couple other things, like I've had to replace some gaskets on the car, but the main thing was getting that carburetor right. Like it had a ton of lag with the 32, 36 Weber. I mean, I know guys are, you know, they like them, but personally, I like the 38. 38 seems to be perfect. It gives it enough gas, gives it just the extra power that you actually need for these cars. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I know what you're saying. Dude, what's up with the size of that brake booster? Jeez.
Listen.
It's half the size of the engine bay. Is that normal?
It's got all the brake. And what's great is that that's actually stock. I mean, I love that it's still got the plate here. I'm gonna have to put one more screw on it because when I acquired the car from my brother, everything seemed to be loose. The carburetor was loose, the deck plate was loose, the suspension was loose. I mean, everything that you could think of was loose. Glad I didn't drive it that far.
And you said the car was in an accident?
From what my brother told me, that it looked like the car was in a small accident. So what I noticed is one of the rails may be a little kinked, but that's easy to pull out. What was a major problem was the power steering was leaking like a son of a gun. So I actually deleted it, and what I'm gonna do is actually get an electric power steering pump for it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with the Volvo or not, but with the electric power steering, minus is the belt, it'll just be set on the side, no problem.
No problem.
After I put the header on, the power steering fluid had a little bit of a fire. No big deal.
Run the crap out of you, huh?
That's why you always full coverage your cars. But I do like it, being that it's the stock motor, but at the same time it's got blow by, and I don't know if I want to rebuild it just for the fact that I want more power. And you can get it with a more modern, you know, motor. And I think that it'll make the engine bay look a lot cleaner. A lot of this stuff will be deleted and it'll just run faster. You can get it in a higher RPM. Like I said, I can use the same transmission. I am trying to find an LSD rear end, but if you know anything about these Corollas, A, they're hard to find, B, everybody wants $1 million, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why, but
they do look cool.
This is the cooler. To me, this is the only year that had the quad lights. So to me, even though everybody likes the E86, I personally kind of fell in love with this year after seeing it at my brother's house, just because it's the only one with the quad lights. I'm gonna eventually get a new honeycomb grill. It's unfortunately the stock bumpers that come with it, they're huge, they're rubber, but you have to try to find like the ones that come from out of the country. That's a more like wraparound bumper that's going to actually hug real nice to the body rather than stick out about.
Forget the bumper, weight reduction. We're racing it.
Well, I mean, it does look nice without the bumper. I personally don't mind it, but it'll just cover up a lot of the different holes.
Yeah.
I haven't had a problem driving it here in California with like police giving me a hard time without bumpers. Maybe they don't understand, which is good. But in California, you at least need a front bumper. So I'm lucky. This car also came with, whoa, I got a lot of tie downs and crap in here. This car also came with the stock jack and the stock tool, which is kind of hard to find.
Made in Japan. That's cool.
That's the one you want. You know?
Oh, it's definitely getting the Japanese flag on the roof.
We're going full Japanese flag. I think it'll look really nice. Comment if you want to see the Japanese flag on the roof.
Dude, we'll airbrush the flag. What's this?
So this is the new steering column that's going to go in there, because also for this car I have a new K member with the rack and pinion that I got from my brother. This is the new steering column that will run the rack and pinion. Now this one's out of a right-hand drive, and these are actually right-hand drive controls, which is kind of sick. But
are we converting the car to a right-hand drive?
Man, I mean, I would, but it's a lot more work than what you know.
Yeah.
Like to convert these to right-hand drive is a lot of work. But I mean, I couldn't really be happier with how it is. It's a great starting point.
I drove it in the parking lot.
He did. He was trying to do donuts, but that damn carb that was on there was just chug-a-lug-a-lugging, and it wouldn't let it happen. But now it should. I mean, I also have lighter rims for it as well, but the stance that it has with the 15x8 just to me looks a lot better.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, you've got a lot more grip. You could take a corner at 40 and not be worried.
Very aggressive tread. Nice wide rim.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds really nice as well.
Start it up.
I'm gonna
start
fire
this
it
little
up.
puppy.
We'll fire it up, give it a little couple.
Start the Japanese jalopy. Oh, that's the name. The Japanese jalopy.
Well, my brother named it Tiny Tom, but it fires right up too.
Right up.
Like, you just breathe on the key. Now with that new carburetor, but it's got a nice sound.
Yeah, sounds good.
I don't mind the turbo muffler. There's no, there's air cats, if you will. We've got air cats on the car, so it sounds a lot better. Nice and free flowing.
Sounds good.
Yeah. For a little 1.8 liter carbureted motor, sounds great. Like I said, the air conditioning does work. So it's been a little hot here in California, but mainly what I've been doing just to get this car ready is making it roadworthy, and that was the hardest part. But it's fun to drive.
Yeah.
I haven't driven a stick shift in many years just because I got lazy.
So this is an introduction to one of the other cars you'll see on the channel. Hopefully we'll be doing some upgrades and improvements to it really soon.
Welcome to Tiny Tom. Don't forget to subscribe so you can check out all our builds. We've got a lot coming up.
I'm throwing a Japanese jalopy sticker on this.
You know?
It sounds fitting with the Japanese flag.
Dude, we'll put in right on the top, right next to the flag, jalopy.
The Japanese jalopy.
But, I mean, these are getting harder and harder to find, and this is one of the cleanest ones you can really find, because the headliner is not damaged, the floor is nice. It just needs a little love. That's it. Just a little bit of love. And I like buying cars and getting cars that need love, because
and it's got an ET.
That's right. straight from my childhood. I love buying cars and getting cars that need love, because when you put your own touch to it and show it some love, I just feel like it runs better. I mean, that's just me, but
Exactly. All right, well, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
peace.